Hey everyone, it's Traceface and Miles. Just hanging around, doing our Friday night thing. Huh, bud? Say hi. Say hi. Okay. No, he's trying to make a tunnel in the blanket next to me over here. That's his favorite thing to do in life. One of his favorite things to do in life. Um, so tonight, I hope that you guys have all come. That was a good one, Miles. I don't know how you just got through those bars on the stairs, but that was pretty impressive. I didn't think he was big enough for that. I mean, I thought he was too big for that. I hope you guys have come tonight for some truth. Hope you guys have here to come face the truth together with me, because that's what I'm about to do with you guys tonight. I think that a lot of people need to hear some of the things I'm going to say, whether you like it or not. I know because I've been there, and so I know what I know where the healing comes from, and I know where it doesn't come from, and I want to share that with you guys tonight. Openly. There are some things that you guys are doing that is completely ruining all chances of getting the help and the ability to move on. And getting that self-esteem back is crucial. So we're going to talk about that tonight. And I'm really, really happy that you guys are tuning in. Yep, it's Friday night. I'm back quarantining myself because the numbers around here are really bad. I've known now, I can't even tell you guys the amount of people I know now that have had the coronavirus. And I'm going to tell you right now, I do not want it at all. I want nothing to do with that virus. You're going to find me, I'm not even going next door to my parents that live next door for Thanksgiving. Why? Because I don't want the coronavirus. Okay? I have clients that have had it. I have friends that have had it. It's not pretty, guys. It's not pretty. I don't care. And I have friends, I think if you guys watch older videos of mine, that got it when they were, they're in their 30s, and they got the coronavirus, and they had complications and still do. So I'm all set with getting that thing. I am back working 7 days a week with clients. If you are interested in getting some coaching and help from me and joining some groups and getting yourself the help you need and deserve, you can email me at tracefaceit@gmail.com. Okay. And don't forget, guys, don't forget that every time that you guys like the video, when you subscribe, when you hit the bell icon to the right of the drop-down menu, when you comment, that is all helping algorithms, and it's helping me to be able to get this message out there about these narcissists so that we can help save other people out there from going through this. Okay, the first thing I wanted to talk to you guys tonight about, I've got 8 reasons here why you, actually, I think I did get to 10. Okay, 10 reasons here why you might not be moving on, and there are reasons for this, and so we need to talk about the cold hard truth. First reason you might not be moving on, you guys, is because you're not doing that hard inner work that needs to be done. All right? You're not doing that hard inner work. All right? What does the hard inner work look like? Well, it looks like this. You have stopped letting the narc distract you from your life and the things that you could be doing with your life. And it no longer becomes about what the narc is doing, where the narc is, why the narc is doing this, why the narc's not doing that, when is the narc going to do this, when is the narc going to it's no longer about that. And it becomes, when you turn it around and you say to yourself, okay, what could I be doing instead of focusing on the narcissist? You turn that focus right around, right back to you, and you say to yourself, okay, what could I be doing with this time instead of focusing on what the narc has done, why the narc's done it, when the narc's going to do it again, what's going on with narc. The narcissist, you guys, is a major distraction from your life. The narcissist has come into your life to become and to be a major, major distraction from your life. That's all it is, guys. That's all it is. That's all they're there for, is to distract you from your path of doing what it is you should be doing with your life. And that's why they come into your life. That's it. It's to take you over here, take you off your focus, to have you come on over here and live in their world while they're over here, you know, distracting you from what you could and should be doing with your own life. That's exactly what these people are in your life for. That's it. Okay, so it has to be that. You have to understand that that's what is going on here. And each and every time that you waste time and you are complaining and thinking about what the narc did and why would the narc do that? And when is the narc going to do this? And when is the narc going to do that? And all that stuff. And now I get it. Okay, that's why you contact a coach like me, to get that out. Take that hour of your week and get that out. Join groups so that you guys can get it out with healthy, you know, in a healthy way. But do not waste any more time in your life trying to figure them out. It has to turn around back to you, back to what you're doing with your own life. What could you be doing with this time right now? Because some of you get so caught up in it, guys. You get so caught up in what they're doing that that's all it becomes. It's no longer about you. And it has got to be about you. So when you find yourself thinking about the narc or discussing the narc even slightly in your head, turn it right back around to you and say, what could I be doing with this time instead? For myself and for my future and for my life. Okay? That's what it's got to be for you to really, truly begin healing. Okay? And we're going to talk more about other things that are blocking you from your healing in this video as we're coming up to them. Number 2, you are not seeing them as not being human beings. You are still seeing these people as human beings that are going to give you some sort of closure in your life, that are going to give you some answers that you're seeking, that are going to be decent at some point again, like they were in the beginning. You guys are living from the beginning months and stages with them. You're living off of that, okay? You are still in that mode of trying to get back to that place that you once were with them, that had you believing that they were actually human beings. Guys, I know, Clover. I believe me, I know. Okay? Guys, these are not human beings. I'm here to tell you tonight, I've said it before, I'm going to keep saying it because for some of you, this might be the first video of mine you see. We're not dealing with human beings here, okay? Human beings don't go out there and do these kinds of things to other human beings, okay? They don't. These are not human beings. These are people that have been infected with spirits, very dark, very demonic, very evil spirits that are there to confuse you and are there to get you off your beaten path, that are there to wreak havoc in your life, okay? And that is why I am a firm believer, along with many of you, that these are not human beings we're dealing with here. So you've got to get this through your head. These are demons. These are people that have been taken over by the dark side. They are over there, guys. And that's why you can't understand them. And that is why they're going to continue to mess with you. Because they are living in a place that you and I don't dwell. We don't live there. We don't understand it. We don't get it. That's right. We're not supposed to get it. Because it's as bad as we all think it is for them and what's going on in their head. It's far worse, guys. It's far, far worse. They have been taken over. I have so much more to talk about with this in terms of Genesis 6 and Nephilim and these creatures, if you will, breeding with daughters of men. And why we're seeing so much narcissism right now. You guys don't realize, but every single ounce of my spare time in the last 6 months, I'd say, I've been studying and researching this all on my own, and I have so much to discuss about what I found. These are not human beings, guys, and you have got to start thinking this way. And that's going to help you with your healing, because you're going to realize this is beyond me. This is beyond anything I could or couldn't do with my partner or my sibling or, you know, my boss. Okay. Number 3 of why you're not moving, why you may not be moving on. You're not being patient and kind to yourself, guys. You're not doing it. You have these little milestones, and you have these little like moments of victory. Maybe some of you just got done a 5K, and you never did anything like that before in your life. Maybe some of you have gotten down to a size 8, and that you've never been there before in your life, or you know, whatever you're, you know, maybe whatever it is, you had some victories. And then you walk past the mirror in your home, and you're saying really awful things to yourself. Awful things. And for most of you that are at that place, you don't even know that you're doing it. It's so bad of how you speak to yourself on the daily that you don't even know you're doing it. You don't even realize how much you do it. And for some of you, it's on such a subconscious level that it's coming to you in your dreams. Your dreams are telling you you're not good enough. You're this, that, the other thing. You are nothing. And that's all the satanic operation of getting you right back to where the narc had you and keeping you there. So you've got to understand that you need to be patient and kind with yourself. You need to give yourself time. And you need to, if you're having a day where like you were triggered and you had a major trigger in your day, you've got to say to yourself, what do I need to do right now for me to feel better? What should I do? Should I get behind a movie? And a lot of you guys are picking very self-destructive things to do. Very, very self-destructive things to do with your time to cope with all this. And I'm going to tell you right now, having done this kind of stuff, I can tell you none of it works. Drinking to excess doesn't work. Eating to excess doesn't work. Contacting people in your life that you know are not good for you just because they feed your ego or whatever, or listen to you, that doesn't work. We are living in really crazy times where a lot of us are going back into like a lockdown situation, and we have got to start talking about this stuff together and thinking outside the box so that we don't find ourselves going into these dark patterns that we've been doing, that we think are our answers, and they are the worst things we can be doing. I've talked about it before. Alcohol stays in your system for 48 hours. So if you've had a night of drinking to excess, that is affecting your decision making for 2 days. It is affecting your, sometimes I've actually heard it's worse than that. It's like 72 hours. It's affecting you. It's affecting how you think. It's affecting your depression, your anxiety, all the things that you're trying, all those negative things that you're trying to get away from. You thinking you're going to heal by jumping out of bed with the narcissist and going and trying to find somebody else that's going to fulfill you, or you feel like you got one up on them. That's not healing you, guys. That's not healing you. You're diving deep right down into that world that the narcissist dwells. So you are not getting a one-up on your situation. You are not healing doing these things. Okay? You have to be patient, and you have to be kind with yourself, and you have to do things right. Two wrongs don't make a right. You think that you having a side lover for 17 years is okay because you lived with a narc? You think that's okay? You think that doesn't make you just as toxic? Because you think you had the right to do things like that? Sorry. You think that you gathering someone's number at a grocery store is going to make you have a one-up on things that were done to you by your husband that's a narc? You think that? Okay. Good luck with that. You acting just like them, we're going to talk more about that. You might be the narcissist with a narcissist, okay? And I got no sympathy for you, okay? We're going to talk more about that. That's in my number 7 here. Unbelievable, but you know, guys, I've seen it all. I've heard it all. I've heard of people thinking this way is going to get their partner to shape up and see them differently and see that they're valuable. When you start becoming toxic yourself and doing things that are not right, okay? Because there's right and there's wrong. Everybody knows this as an adult, okay? I talked about this. Even my clients that were told because of standardized testing that they don't have an IQ that's worthy of even understanding them. They understand right from wrong. Everybody does. Okay? You don't get a golden card just because you're with a narcissist. Anyway, another reason why you may not be moving on. Maybe you need to get, I've talked about this before, a pet. Or maybe this is the time to start thinking about adopting. Something that maybe you're volunteering, or you're volunteering your time to help others out there. You know, when you take that focus off of you and your pain, and you turn it into something that you could be doing to help something else in need, or you have a reciprocal relationship with something else, like a pet, like a cat or a dog, you're going to see what a reciprocal relationship looks like. And that's important. Some of you need to think about that. Fill your home and your space with something that's positive, that, you know, it's going to make your heart feel warm and good. Number 5. You didn't get rid of everything. You did not get rid of everything in the house. This is very important, guys. I learned about this spiritually. If you do not get rid of pictures, any item that reminded you even slightly of the narc, bedding, the bed itself, you know, anything you shared with these people, it's really, really crucial and important to get it the heck out of your house, to get it out of your life. Take some things in the backyard and burn them if you have to. Honestly, it's a way to heal. It's a way to put an end to it. And spiritually it is too. So look at what you have in your house. Really it's hard. It's a hard work to do this. But a client of mine reminded me today, when she did this, she got rid of all the pictures on her phone. And she said it was really, really hard for her to do. Yes, it is. It's so hard. I don't know why, but we hold on to those memories. You know, I do know why, because we're human beings and, you know, that stuff meant something to us. Those were fond memories we had. Those are some of the reasons we stayed with them, right? So you got to get rid of it, guys. It does something to your environment, to the mood, to everything. When you keep anything that reminds you of them, anything they gave you, anything like that. Get your wedding dress out of your house. Get the wedding books out of your house. Get the rings out of your house. This will all affect things of your ability to move on. Yes, it will. It will. I can tell you. I can tell you it does. I don't care how many years you've kept it in there. Put it somewhere else. Get rid of it. Don't have it in your living or in your living environment. Number 6, you have not worked on your relationship with God. You haven't worked on it. You might think you have one, but guys, your relationship with God is like being a musician. It can always get better and better and better. And there is no means to an end with that. You never get to a place where you're like, okay, I'm good now. I don't have to practice anymore. No. Work on that. Make that top first priority in your life and watch all of this stuff that you're asking for, the healing, the moving on, the not thinking about them, getting over the obsession, getting over all of it. Watch all that change in your life. Watch. But you got to put the time in. And it doesn't take a lot of time, guys. God is not asking for a lot of your time. He's not. He never did. He just wants to be in your day. He wants to be your first thought in the morning, your last thought at night. He wants to be how you move, how you operate throughout your day, how you make choices. Work on that, guys, and watch all this stuff we're talking about completely make sense and go away in your life. But you gotta work on your relationship with God. That actually should have been my very first thing I talked about. My very first thing. Number 7, here we go. You might be narcissistic yourself. You might be the narcissist. You might have been a narcissist that was in a relationship with a narcissist. Or, second to that, your ego might not be in check. Okay? The ego, guys, I've talked about this before, and Eckhart Tolle is my savior in helping me understand this. The ego attaches to pain. The ego attaches itself to the pain. The ego sits back and says, well, why couldn't they see that I was the best thing that ever happened to them in their life? Well, why would they ever cheat on me? Look at me. I'm amazing. Some of y'all need to hear this, okay? You need to get over yourselves, right? You need to get over yourself. Now, it's one thing to think that way of yourself, but it's another thing to attach that to results of another person. I'm going to say that again. It's one thing to think that you're awesome. That's great. We want that, right? We want that to rebuild our self-esteem. And that's what this is about. This is really the underlying aspects of not having healthy or good self-esteem. But it's another thing when you attach that to what somebody else is doing or not doing, with how awesome you may think you are. Okay? Some of you all need to hear that. You're not moving on because your ego cannot, for the life of you, understand why someone wouldn't want to be with you. Well, I did all these things for them. I was this, that, the other thing. I was, you know, I was unbelievable. I was the best of the, guys, get over it. Get over that. Because you want to know what? When your self-esteem is back to what it should be, and it is and naturally is before the narcissist came into your life, when your self-esteem is back to that place, you no longer are going to be seeking validation from anyone of what they think of you. Anyone. All right? Now, yes, some of you guys have been badly hurt. This is not for all of you, okay? That message in particular, that you may be narcissistic and you need to get your ego in check, please understand, that is not for most, if not all, 90% of my subscribers, but there are some of you that you got stuck there, and we need to talk about it, okay? I think at one point I was stuck there. Sure. I had to tell myself to get over yourself, all right? Get over yourself, Tracy, and realize that all the talents and strengths and things that you can bring to the table for someone else, somebody else is going to be worthy of that, and you'll know when that happens. You won't be obsessing any longer about the ex-narcs. You won't be, I talk about what happened to me to this very day to help just with educational purposes of these people and how they act and operate. And I am not perfect. No, none of us are perfect. No. But we need to hear some of this stuff, guys, because that's where some of you guys are getting stuck. And it's important that we talk about it. It's important that we figure out our own faults in all this. I know I had to, and I have a long journey ahead of me with this. So anyway, number 7, that was number 7. Number 8, you don't have the right counselor. You don't have the right person you're working with. A lot of people I've been working with have been telling me what some of their therapists and counselors have been telling them. And my God, if there's one thing I know with some of these statements they come out with, it is the wrong advice, guys. It is the wrong thing to be telling people that have been narcissistically abused. And as we all know, a lot of them, unfortunately, unless they've been through it themselves, are going to have very outdated information to give you. Very outdated. They don't understand that we are reaching a point where not just myself, so many other channels are coming forward with the spiritual aspects of this and understanding that it is spiritual. So you might need to switch people that are quote unquote helping you, that you're going to weekly or whatnot. They might not be the right fit for you. You got to start asking yourself the right questions to making sure of that. Number 9, you might need to move. You might need to move, relocate, vacation, go on trips, make time for travel. Now, right now, I know. Most of us can't do that because of COVID-19. But once this thing has been past us, and I pray to God that all of you are going to be safe and are going to get through this and are going to be coming out on the other side, all of us together. But anytime you travel, anytime you get out of the environment that this stuff was occurring in, something magical does happen. It really, truly does. Relocating is not necessarily moving away from your problems. Nope. It is basically stating to yourself, I want a new environment. I want to press the restart button in my life, and I want to make new friends, and I want to have new experiences. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, there's everything right with that. So maybe some of you want to start thinking about that, putting some money aside for when this all has been lifted and thinking about getting yourself out from the environment of which the narcissistic abuse occurred. All right. And number 10, you have not binge watched Tracefaceit channel. That's why you're not moving on. You need to sit down, okay, and go through my catalog of videos. And basically, with the amount of videos I have, there's enough information in there that is going to help you, I believe, if you have been subject to a narcissist in your lifetime. And sometimes that's what you need to do. Honestly, sometimes you just need to curl up in a blanket, get your coffee, and and sit and binge watch videos on this. Get the validation you need from the right people that can validate you. Narcissists are never going to give you closure, guys. They are never going to provide you with closure. They are never going to give you validation. They are never going to lift your spirits, because if they do lift your spirits, it's going to be for a short time, a very, very short time, by which they're going to be back at messing with your head and finding an opportunity to get back into your headspace. A lot of you guys think that these people are your soulmates. A lot of you that are intimately involved. You think that this is your soulmate. You can't envision your life without them, right? I know. Some of you have convinced yourself that you're just as sick as they are. Well, yeah, seagull rock squawk. Soulmate, talk about cellmate. Exactly. Yeah, they're going to bring you to jail. They come to kill, steal, and destroy. That's what they come into your life for. The 3 reasons they're in your life. You have been sleeping with the enemy, guys. You have been sleeping with the enemy. It's Friday night. Why don't you guys rent that movie? Julia Roberts, Sleeping with the Enemy. Watch it. It's exactly what's been going on for most of you that have been intimately involved with a narcissist. It's that bad. It's that bad. Do your homework. Do that hard inner work of figuring out yourself, guys. And when you do that, you're going to find yourself again, which is key to getting the heck out of this trap and this hellhole that the narcissist has took you into. They would like nothing more for you to dwell there yet another year. Give another year of your life to them. Even if you haven't talked to them, let them live in your head for another year, rent free. Let them rent some space right in your head. No, you guys are better than that. And somewhere, somehow, especially if you were intimately involved, or even if they were like David on my channel last night talking about his sisters, if they got into your head somehow, some way, and have been telling you these very negative, very dark, very wrong, very not true, they're not true statements in your head for a long period of time, you start to believe it. And it's about far time that you guys stop this caca baloney. Separate yourselves from other people altogether. Understand that you are your own person and that you matter. You matter. You deserve a hell of a lot more than you've been given. You guys deserve the very best. And some way, somehow, you've convinced yourself that you don't. And that this is all okay for you in your life. I'm here tonight to tell you it's not. Please don't forget to comment with each other below. Talk to one another. I have groups. I am putting together a group that is going to be every Thursday night. You can drop into the group whenever you'd like for a very, very inexpensive fee. So that you can get rid of this stuff. You can listen to other people. You can dump and feel comfortable to do that. I know I am walking, talking proof, along with so many other people I've been working with through the last 2 years, that there is another side. You do come out the other side. Some of you are trapped or you feel like you are. Let me rephrase that. You feel like you're trapped. You're not. You've got to look outside your current realm and look at other avenues for you getting the correct help. If you're interested in coaching, which I can attest, or I should say, which the people I've worked with can attest helps them, then you contact me, tracefaceit@gmail.com. For those of you that have seen the community board today, we are getting t-shirts made as I speak here. David came up with the slogan. So if you haven't seen that, please check out the community board tab from today that I posted it of the t-shirts that will be coming out. And I hope that all of you will want to purchase one, want to get them out to you. That's going to help us spread the awareness and get the message out there about these narcissists so that they are going to be left in these end days all by themselves, all with their own kind. I'm Trace Face. It's time we all face the